So the nerd left me all alone. She went to Idaho, and it's funny. She's got two boys, and one of them is a big mama's boy. And I said, I used to be a mama's boy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was bummed out probably 3 or 4 days before she left. And I just kept saying, man, you're gonna be gone for fucking 2 weeks. What the fuck, man? And that's a long time. For my old ass it is. But I said, you too, brother. I'll see you later. I said, I lived alone for 3 years. I've only lived with like two. My high school girlfriend, my girlfriend that broke up with me because of my addiction, and then the one that I got sober. But last girlfriend I've only lived with 3 girls in my life. I'm fucking 44 years old. I know people be shacking the fuck. I'm not me. I'm not a shacking up type of. I told the nerd when I just said to her, don't ever ask. I legitimately told her, don't ever ask to live with me. And I'm not even. It was we had started kind of talking again, and she was with somebody, and I just didn't like it at all. I didn't like her boyfriend. I didn't like nothing about him. I didn't like her neighborhood. And we had been, talking, and he just wasn't a fucking. He wasn't, he thought that she was like a fucking maid and shit, because she's a fucking people pleaser. And this loser couldn't listen. This loser couldn't even have got a fucking mannequin at Kmart. You know what I mean? So, the funny thing was I remember saying, don't ever ask me to live with me, to God saying, I want you to go get her and take her from his house. I said, all right, no problem. And I was like, wait a second, to do what? To come live here? God's like, go get her. I want you to take her. And I said, oh yeah, people are going to believe that, when I tell them that you told me to go get her and to live with me. Yeah, people are going to have a fucking field day with that shit. And he said, no, I don't want you to live with her. I want you to marry her. And I was like, yo. I said, this is the one time that I said to God, I was like, am I on drugs right now? And I got in the shower, and sure enough, he said, you're the only one that's going to do it. And I texted her boyfriend. I said, listen, I'm coming over there to get her. They wouldn't let her leave or something. They found out that we had been talking. And they were like, the mom was trying to get, it was just a fucked up situation. And I just texted him, I just messaged him, hey, I'm coming to get her, and I'm coming in your house with or without the cops, but I'm coming in your fucking house, and I'm getting her. And it's just funny to think how independent I was, and, we used to just see each other on the news, or I'd say, as I used to say, we used to fight on the weekends. And there have been so many things that, anyways, to go from, her legitimately, fucking growing on me, people just don't grow. I mean, my last girlfriend, we slept in separate bedrooms, you know what I mean? I was just emotionally unavailable. And, it's just funny that, I was just telling her, I woke up today and, looking at the cat, and I was just thinking, remember when you first got sober and you moved down here, and, you just, all I did was just, between the gym and my cats, that's all I did, and me and her, we met because she didn't have a fucking mask on, and that's the truth, that's the truth. And another thing that I can tell you, anytime I've ever, because the first time we met, we ended up talking for 45 minutes. I was thinking she'll probably call me and say, I couldn't talk because my coworker's there, but let's, meet up this weekend. That's how fucking full of myself I was. I was like, this is a wrap. she never called me, and I ended up going back, which I just don't do because I'd be too embarrassed to walk in the store. So you gotta be really careful. Like if you got a place that you like get coffee at or something, you tell somebody some shit, then you can never go back there because they'll be like, "Hey, there's the loser." Not that I would give that many fucks, but I said, "Fuck." I said, "Fuck it, I'm going back there." I said, "I can't believe she didn't fucking." I said, "I can't believe she didn't call me." So I went back there and she had a mask on. I couldn't even tell who the fuck she was. But she said, "Oh yeah, you're the guy that," and we just ended up started talking. And long story short, it was just a fucking, to go from like legitimately like falling in love with someone. I was talking to her last night, and I was just telling her like, you know, um, it's funny because when I hug her, the dog likes to get in between us and act like there's a problem. But we had such a fucking earth-shattering experience the first time we were together. Um, like I don't know. It was just I'll talk more about it. I think I have already, but it was just like this must be what it feels like when you meet your wife type shit. You know what I mean? And and I did, and I've never had that. And I had people that I would tell people the shit I would catch her doing just so I could fucking break up with her. And I just could never like I was like God was just telling me don't leave her, don't he would give me the grace, I would say, and the space to not throw her in a fucking canal somewhere, you know what I mean? Because she used to frustrate the fuck out of me. She used to lie all the fucking time about everything. And a couple of my friends on here, Rachel, Janet, they were like, "No, I don't know, man, I think you should, you should, I'm like, give her another chance. What are you not listening to what the fuck I'm saying?" So it just shows you, sometimes I just look at her and, or I look at her when she's sleeping and I just go, I'm just not the type of person that I just don't have. I've never been able to have like feelings for people that weren't genuine. You know what I mean? Like I've never had feelings for someone and just forced it, like it would just be a thing where, sometimes, like when she used to spend the night, she'd roll over and put her arm over me, and I used to be like, man, this would really weird me out if some other girl did this shit, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I mean, it's when it's right, I'm probably fucking babbling, but I'm here to get my stuff for my soup, so here we go.